Hey again, David Phillips, attorney. We get phone calls every day asking what is a Chapter 13 and how does that work? Chapter 13 is the section of the bankruptcy code that allows individuals to put together their own personalized repayment plan. This is somewhat like a Chapter 11 for companies. However, Chapter 13 is restricted only to individuals. So businesses and LLCs, things like that, partnerships could not file a Chapter 13. Chapter 13 would allow you to put together a payment plan that would cover things like your mortgage. If you're behind in payments, facing foreclosure, Chapter 13 is an excellent way to be allowed to keep the home and pay back those arrearages. And that payback period can be over as long as 5 years. So that helps a lot if you're pretty far behind on your mortgage payments. You can put automobile loans into Chapter 13, and that generally would be a big help if you're behind in the car payments and facing a repo. If you've had the car more than 910 days, you could even do what we call a cram down of that loan, and that would be where the vehicle is not worth as much as what you may owe against it, and we can actually deal with the valuation of the vehicle and not necessarily the total outstanding debt. Say you owe $20,000 on the car, you might only end up dealing with the $10,000 if that's what the car was worth as a secured creditor. The other $10,000 is merely an unsecured debt like your credit cards, etc. So that is a tremendous help if you have a car that's a few years old and you're upside down on it. We're also allowed to deal with the interest rates that you may be paying. The minimum rate right now, as this video is being made, is 3.75%. So that could be a great help if you were paying, say, 20% on your car loan. And again, we do that routinely here in the Middle District of Tennessee. You can deal with things like your child support payments. So if you're behind and facing problems in the domestic relations court, filing a Chapter 13 allows you to put together a repayment plan, and the domestic relation courts seem to be very receptive to Chapter 13 because their claims for these arrears and child support actually receives a higher priority than most of your other debts. So the courts over there know that this is a good way for them to collect those payments and hopefully avoid your having problems with that court. If you think you would like to look into possibly filing a Chapter 13, please feel free to call. It's a great program, just works real well in most cases. You do certainly have to qualify, meaning you need a source of income to be able to make the payments to the plan. But if you have a lot of secured things that you want to keep, Chapter 13 is generally going to be a better way to go than looking at Chapter 7, where you might very well have to give things back and lose them. Call our offices at any time. If you prefer, you can certainly email us. Go to phillipsbankruptcy.com, click on the contact section there, shoot me an email, and we try to get back with you real soon. Hopefully can be of assistance to you. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.